Hey guys, it's Suzanne Mosley with Us More Books and More. You can find me on YouTube and Facebook at Suzanne Shares Books. You can find me on Instagram at Suzanne_shares. Connect with me and follow me there. I'd love to connect with you online. Again, you can find my Us More Books and More website, SuzanneSharesBooks.com. So I'm so excited today to be updating on my YouTube channel Classical Conversations books for Cycle 2 for the 2022-23 school year. If you find my old ones, don't watch them because a lot of the books in those videos are out of print. So I wanted to update those. I always update those around May of the end of the school year to use for next year. So I wanted to show you some of my favorite math resources that you can use to supplement at home and just for learning fun with math. Now in Classical Conversations, we do skip counting, which is memorizing the product, to use some math grammar, the answer in multiplication. We memorize those for 1s through 15s. So if you have, because I experienced this with my boys, if they often had skip counting memorizing was easy, but they needed help visualizing the equation, the two factors that you multiplied to get the actual product. And these are two brand new resources that came out in 2021, 2022. That are multiplication related. This is one of our new matching games. We have this in alphabet, numbers, animals, which is super fun if you have some young learners that you need to keep entertained while you're working with big kids. But I'm excited to have a times table. So all of our matching games come with a book, and I love that it visually explains the multiplication equations in a way that they can see it. And the other cool thing about this matching game is that it only covers the 2s, 5s, and 10s, which to me are the three easiest ones to start with. And you play it kind of like bingo. The caller would actually call it the product. So if you know the skip counting, they're going to know 45. So you call out 45, and then you would, whoever has 9 times 5 would, here, got it, 9 times 5. So I really like the way that this reinforces learning the equation. And then this goes all the way through the 12s. It doesn't go through, and CC, we go through the 15s. It doesn't go through the 15s, but at least goes through 1 times 12 all the way to 12 times 12. And I really love this. It's only $14.99. All of our puzzles come with a book. So it's a book and puzzle set for $14.99. So there's the 300-piece puzzle there. And I was elated with this one because this is my favorite times tables book that we have. It's out of print now, but we have a lift the flap version. And I really enjoyed how it visually depicts the math equation. For example, I will always remember the pirate page. And I will always remember the 8s because it showed the sea turtles. There are 6 sea turtles. If you had 8 baby sea turtles on these 6 mama sea turtles, how many would you have? And they literally can go through and count 48 baby sea turtles if they need to. I also really loved how it just had the timetables all the way down on that page for that number family. So it showed, our kids have the product memorized, but this shows them 6 times 2 is 12, 6 times 3 is 18. So I really liked that. So if you need some more reinforcement with that, I highly recommend those. We have loved these activity books. I use them in the summer. There's adding and subtracting graphs and charts, and that used to be called times tables, but that one's out of print. So I think now it's called multiplying and dividing. But we use these in the summer to prevent summer learning loss in math. These are really fun. They're brightly colored. You have to color things in once you complete the answer, and it leads you down a different path, and they're mazes, and it really felt more like a game to my boys. They complained that I would have them do it in the summer, but once they finally started, they were like, hey, this is actually fun. So these are awesome for that. I also really enjoy our learning wraps. We have math ones. We also have really cool states and capital ones, but these are a great kinesthetic way to reinforce math facts. We have adding and subtracting, multiplication, division. This one is the fraction one. So you match the left to the right, you use the string, you go all the way around. And then what I really liked, and this is it's a great cultivator of independent learning because it has raised lines on the back, and that's how you check it. So your child is self-correcting. Once they're done, they should flip over the back and see the blue, only the blue thread and none of the raised yellow lines. So that's great for keeping in the car, or in your purse, when you're waiting and, at soccer practice with big brother or big sister, when they're like, hey, I want to play your phone. Hey, how about a learning wrap? And again, that kinesthetic learning is really awesome. So, and I like the size of it because it was very portable. I could keep it in my minivan and we could just, school on the go. Some of our, and let me kind of do these in order. Some of our math flat books that I really enjoy, the Lift the Flat First Math, it gives a visualization of addition and subtraction only. 3 plus 3 shells plus 2 shells is 5 shells. So the whole book is like that, which was really just a really neat. Here's what I was looking for. I was looking for subtraction. So 4 butterflies minus 1. You see, there's only 3 butterflies. Again, if you need visualization of different math things. Now, Look Inside Math is more general. It covers shapes, numbers, grouping, and it's our Look Inside series. So it also has flaps, and then if you need some reinforcement with shapes, polygons, irregular polygons, symmetry, this one is a great one for that as well. And I really like the Tanagram challenge at the back too. And it comes with a glossary. So, and my last 2, I get a lot of questions about these. Do you use the Math Dictionaries? And I will say we have these, and they were helpful to me when I needed something visual to show something my child did not understand. This blue one is for 8 and up. The math curriculum that we use is not like graphic heavy. It's more text. So sometimes if they got stuck on something, it was nice because these are, I would say, visually driven to a certain extent, and that was helpful for that. And I had other consultants with much older kids tell me that this orange one they actually took, their kids actually took with them to college because it was, it is for 12 and up, so it's focused on more higher level math. So I hope that that's helpful. All of these are available on my site, SuzanneCheersBooks.com. Thanks, friends.